Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Violet Blind. As usual, still haven't done that. Trouble is, I just don't really use the Switch outside of when I'm recording. It's like, I guess I must have an account with Nintendo. It's just, it was so long ago I can't even remember. But yeah, that bit at the start there, as usual, that's how I try and sync up the audio. Gotta have some sound that's distinct enough that I can, kind of click the sounds of sorts, where I can match it up because I record the commentary separately but at the same time, so it's two different files. And because Pokemon, despite all the years of advancement, I mean, it was voice acting in games even in the 90s, Hell, maybe even in the 80s, I don't know. But Pokemon, one of the biggest franchises in the world, no voice acting. And voice acting is usually the way, it's my go-to thing with syncing up the audio. If a character, speaks, I can sync it up more easily. But because all I've got is, sounds and music, it's like, really, it's the sound effects of it that stand out the most. The music kind of blends together, and it's like you can tell when it goes out of sync on standards. Whatever. So, our goal is... Oh yeah, this is the one thought I had yesterday as I was thinking about this. Let's see. What moves do you have, Frostlass? You don't really have ghost moves, really, despite being ghost. I mean, you do have Confuse Ray, but that's not really an attack. I don't know, I don't... So you have 14. Yeah, I'll just stick with Espaffer. I was thinking of maybe switching out for Frostlass. Because we're going up against a Psychic type gym next, so it's like, but yeah. I think, Old Molly and Dreadnought will have this covered just fine. That trainer? Oh, that is a trainer? That's a bird. I think I've caught this one, haven't I? I think. Pretty sure. How have I not noticed that Pokeball around here? It's a very small town. You would think I would have got that by now. Or maybe they just respawn. That'd be weird, but you never know. That version just disappeared. It's like, oh no, I can't get that close to the Pokemon Center, not now. So, we need to go over... Aww. Zoom in. The way I said zoom in there. It's like, that's me every week at the library. It's like, I'll be on one computer, and my father will be on the other one, he'd be going for the newspapers, and I'd be like, okay, the next entry, the next article to look for is, like August 14th, whatever, something like that, this year, this page 4 or whatever. And once he gets to that page, it's like, I've got to like find it on the page so we can print that bit out. So because it's a touchscreen one, I'll just be kind of like scrolling through it, be like, okay, zoom in, you know, zoom in on it so that it's closer up, and we'll look through it, use the British newspaper archive as a reference point, and try to find the article. It's weird because apparently the library does seem to have access to the archive as well, but it seems that that's only something really that, you know, the person in charge really uses. Because apparently I think it can only be used on one computer at any time. So I've only been able to use it myself once when they were like, we'll just let you use this for me. And I was like, wow, I can actually get all these articles now, but I didn't actually do that because I was like unsure of how to go about that. Not because I couldn't, but because I was like, I mean, how does the British Newspaper Archive work? Does it like each search like add to the bill or stuff like that? So I was like reluctant to really go anywhere there. But doesn't mean you can't search the British Newspaper Archive. You know, I've like would put in quotation marks what I'm searching for and find it in the article, find the text that matches up with the article, and then sometimes it'll highlight on the page. I can't click on it, but it'll highlight what part of the page it's on, and we'll search that bit. If it highlights the whole page, then we're in for a bit of trouble, because then we have to search the whole page for the article that I found. Which can be really troublesome, especially when you're going back to 1800s, because it's just a giant wall of text. Although, honestly, it's actually not that bad, because back earlier in the days, the 1800s, you know, they would have the news in a very organized fashion. It would look like a clusterfuck, but it would be fairly organized, when they'd have it like in different districts. It's like, here's the news in this area, and the news in that area, and the news in that area, and here's the birth match in this section. Anyways, so we're going to be going for this gym, so we need to be closer to that. You know, I guess we could, you know, pop in, see our mother again before we head on to the psychic gym. Maybe actually get a better look at the house as well. Okay, so this is how the house looks. We have a little kind of window-like thing up there. So we got some, is that tomatoes? So we got some potted plants here. Yeah, I could not replicate this properly in Jurassic Revolution 3. It's like a few parts ago where, you know, showed screenshots stuff of it. It's like it's just not possible, man. It's kind of wild that they have the building capabilities in the newer one, but you know, it's not like on The Sims. Although when you place walls, it does feel like The Sims. Shame it doesn't feel like The Sims when it comes to, you know, placing down things like windows and doors to make that as convoluted as possible. They also make the roof as convoluted, which, to be fair, even in The Sims, I find making roofs is just a complete crapshoot, honestly. You can never get it to line up perfectly. It's like this bit, I was like, okay, this bit, but then, because I didn't really, you know, look around the house properly in the video I was using as a reference point, I didn't really see much of this back here, and I didn't even realize this had a door. It's like, I should have just made a column to, you know, for this section, but I kind of overshot it a bit, made it bigger than it needed to be, and I also kind of tried to make the inside of the building as well, which didn't really go very far, because there's not really much I can do with that. So you only really have 2 floors on this side. There's 1 floor for that, and a little tower is. Let's keep that in mind, actually, when we go inside. If there's not a door there, then how... Well, there is a door on the outside, but, you know, what's it even for? That's our, you know, that's the timeout tower there. That's the Tower of London. It's like, you will be imprisoned in the Tower of... What is this place called again? Of Capopoco. Study hard and play hard, that's what I say. You should enjoy your days at sea. I guess because I don't read healing, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Was this Pokemon from the previous Gen X? Because that was set, you know, in a region inspired by the British Isles. I still feel that we are probably British. I even tried to make this right here. And it was a clusterfuck. I was getting the space all wrong. It's like, because, you know, you don't have furniture. You don't really need furniture in a game where you're basically making a freaking dinosaur park, you know? So it's like, I had to improvise. Like, okay, a bench, a deck chair over there. And I think for the table, I just used like a square table because you didn't really have like a coffee table. It looked like shit. And for the counters, I just used frickin' benches. And for the frickin' fridge, a vending machine. And you know, for the stove over here, I frickin' used, what did I use? A chimney or something like that. And it's like, you don't really have lights that go down like that either, so you know, it's like... And then partway through all that chaos, it's like, why am I even trying to make the interior? You're not gonna see the interior anyways. It's like, why am I even doing this to begin with? This is such a weird idea. But yeah, I was just like, spent several hours, at least a few hours, trying to recreate this building in Jurassic World Evolution 3. Which is not very practical at all. I mean, there have been people that have made some wild shit in that game already, you know. I don't know how they do it, honestly. I mean, modding is also a thing, but, you know... Some have even been able to do so on console. Making some of the wildest shit. Yeah, like making spacecrafts and stuff like that. It's like, how the hell do you build that thing in this game? Or building like crazy hotels and stuff. It's like, wow. So how do we go about, you know, heading in that general direction here? It's like, what is the way to go over there? That looks like a saucer thing, doesn't it? Is that a cello that's been played there? I don't know. Despite being a musician, I'm not very familiar with, you know, instruments like that. You know, they count as string instruments, and, you know, I mainly play guitar, which is a string instrument. I play keyboard too, and, you know, a piano, you know, a keyboard is basically a digital piano in a sense. And a piano, unlike a keyboard, is actually a string instrument. So maybe the keyboard would also count in a way because of whatever. It's kind of weird though, isn't it? You wouldn't think it, but you know, piano is a string instrument. It has the strings inside the piano to hit those notes. Which is why, you know, you have to tune a piano. Okay, Riolu, you're on your own this time. It's time for you to join the team. And by the team, I mean the team that's in the box. You're probably gonna be like, no. Yeah. All's well, you know, I was thinking maybe a Great Ball is better. You know, matches the color scheme. Also, still haven't found my controller. Granted, I haven't looked for it since, but still. Oh, come on, Riolu. If I hit you with anything, it's gonna one-shot you. You're too under-levels. I'd have to send out the Venom off. In worst case scenario here. Okay. You want to be paralyzed? Is that what you seek? You crazy mad fool. Counter this. Wow. Not really a counter, but you know, you successfully avoid it because it's got tearing blacks. You know, I just occurred to me in my mind, like, zoos and Pokemon. I was like, it was there from the beginning when you think about it. The first freaking Pokemon game had a freaking zoo, didn't they? It's like, you imagine how they go about making a zoo in Pokemon. It's like, they did that from the start, though. For very first game, you know, you had that one city that had a zoo. It's like, okay, so they go around catching Pokemon and just put them in the zoo. You know, I ever really thought about how, it's like, how do they acquire animals for the zoo originally? Anyway? It's like, how do they go about it? What's the process? Never really thought about it. It's like, you know, because you get like, you know, animals sent to a zoo from another zoo and stuff like that, but where did they come from originally? How did they acquire them from the wild? And then you got ones that are basically like being bred in captivity, so, you know, the animal that's in the zoo would be like, oh, you know, release it into the wild. It's like, well, this one would be kind of fucked, not simply because, you know, it's adapted to life in captivity, but because this one was actually born in captivity and would probably not adapt all that well in the wild. So it's kind of a bit of a, yeah. But I wonder how they would do stuff for Pokemon. Would they do the same thing there? It's like, right, paralyze that Riolu and then throw a Pokeball at it and we'll put it in the zoo. It's like, that's kind of fucked up, man. Well, it's dead as been as Pokedex. It's like, I wonder if that, would they have to, maybe they tranquilize the animal. It's like, okay, we've got a lion, tranquilize it. It's like, you know, Jurassic World Evolution, you know? Except in that game you, you know, what's the name of it? You create the dinosaurs, you know? But you do tranquilize and transport them and stuff. Still bugs me, man. You got a freaking Jeep. Well, not really. Is it a Jeep? The Ranger team? And you can't freaking use any of the vehicles other than the freaking helicopter to use tranquilizers. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. Surely you should be able to do that in a vehicle as well. And you didn't really see it in, you know, the Jurassic Park, you know, from the 90s. But, in the book, you know, Muldoon, he would actually, you know, go out and actually round up the dinosaurs that escaped, you know? Get them with the tranquilizer and all that. And he also hunted the T-Rex while drunk, which is wild. The book has, you know, they took some creative liberties with the movie adaptation. It's like the lawyer, for example, he wasn't actually a dickhead in the novel. They gave most of his characteristics to a different character. It's like that guy that you see in the car with Malcolm at the start when they arrive and they're seeing the Brachiosaurus. I think that's supposed to be the character in question that they basically kind of give the characteristics to the lawyer, because he's basically like I'm not sure what role he had, what kind of job or what his name was. But he's kind of like, it's like, okay, you look after my grandkids and all that, you know. You do this, he's like, you do a bit of everything around the park and all that. So that was him, and he had the more cowardly kind of role, whereas the lawyer was like a bit more ballsy and, you know, actually gave a shit, which, you know, kind of contradicts it. It's like a lawyer that actually gives a shit? You must be breaking my balls, man. I don't know why, but my followers sent me images of a keyboard. A Casio keyboard that only costs $199. That's wild. And then one that costs $159. Guess he's in the music shop at the moment. He's gonna take my guitar to get it fixed today, but yeah, the well's crap. And I do have a guitar case, but I can't imagine him punching that around on a freaking bus. Anyways, let's get back to the game. Riolu's data has been added to the Pokédex. Emanation Pokemon Fighting type. It has the peculiar power of being able to see emotions such as joy and rage in the form of waves. Height 2.4, weight 44.5 pounds. What other Pokemon? Was it Ralts or something like that? Or maybe it was God of War that could see like something like that when it came to, you know, joy or something like that. I can't remember. I mean, that'd be cool if you could see auras like that. I mean, it'd be a double-edged sword in a way, you know? It's like, oh yeah, you could see, you know, people wouldn't be able to hide their emotions. This little bastard. You know, you'd be able to tell if someone's, you know, angry, not simply because, you know, they show it, but, you know, you could tell someone's mood based on all that, so you'd know if they're bullshitting you or not, but the same would also apply to you. Yay. Wait, what am I doing? I can't do that. We can only do that when on this. Whoa, what's up here? What is that? No. What is it doing? Is it eating grass? I mean, it's not moving its front legs in a way that makes it seem like it's burrowing a hole or anything. Press the wrong button. Man, the delay each time is ridiculous. Magikarp, Meryl. Did it still? Wait, where'd it go? No, it's appeared. It's like, what were you looking at, man? Being nosy, I was just digging a hole to bury your corpse in. Psychic 3. That's our house down there. We live in the middle of nowhere. Speaking of the middle of nowhere. Wait. Have we caught the... what we call them? I think we caught that one. Mudbray, right? I think we caught a Mudbray. The Mudbray seems to have bugged off somehow, so... We caught a Rockruff. I'm not sure. Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Yes, we have. Sorry I have no beef with you, Rockruff. It's like, sure, I have this rule where, you know, if a Pokemon is aggressive and attacks me, I would kick its ass. Just checking, Mudbray. I have caught you, so you may go. I was just checked. If I check the Pokedex each time to confirm that, we'll be here forever. Which has happened several times. Yeah, in typical fashion, I was like, it was something I was gonna say earlier, back there, but now I can't remember what it was. Just picking this up, remind you. What was that? It's just... thought it was shiny for a second. I feel like I've taken the scenic route here. I really could have got to the town a lot quicker. But you know, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. What else is there in here? Just the same old. Wasn't there that one Pokemon down here? I think I remember them down here previously. Chansey, you're not getting away this time. Boing! Oh, Chansey! This is a chance encounter? What? My God. Chansey is the true Mirage Pokemon. Or maybe it was actually Mew in disguise. If you transform, it all makes sense now. Wait. Oh, I thought that was maybe like a tiny Chansey, but no, it's that spider Pokemon. Unless it is a Chansey in disguise. What a dumb sparse, haven't they? It burrows! What the hell is that? Don't mind me, don't! I don't want to know, I don't know what I am, I hate nah. Probably not pronounced. You want a heal ball? No, I don't want the ball. I will disarm you. What's this one? How about this ball then? No. Oh, it's Psychic type. Returns that has been added to the Pokedex. Calm Pokemon. It senses the feelings of other living creatures. Be careful not to expose it to strong emotions for too long, or it will end up exhausted. I guess it could sense our strong emotions, that's why it's like, I don't want nothing to do with you. Height 1.4, weighs 7.5 pounds. You know, it's not necessarily to do with strong emotions, but now I'm like, okay, this is the anxiety Pokemon. The social anxiety Pokemon, to be exact. Which would be very relatable for me. It is seriously wild, the contrast. It's like, if you only knew me from, you know, my videos, you'd think, like, I never shut the hell up, but in person I'm actually very quiet and don't speak all that much. It's like my normal talking voice. I don't know if I'm like, when I do my videos, if like I've got like a voice of sorts that I'm putting on or anything, because I just feel like I'm just talking normal. But if you talk to me in person, my voice would be notably deeper than it is, which is already kind of a deep voice. I don't know, it's just how I do the commentary. It's not like I don't, you know, talk like this in general at all. Like when I'm talking to family or anything like that, it's just when I'm talking to other people, tends to be a much deeper voice. The social anxiety comes out in the form of deep voice. And I feel, I mean, you know, I really should get more into the habit of increasing the volume maybe a little bit, or trying to balance it out at the very least. Because I feel my voice gets overpowered by the game's audio more often than not, I've noticed. I don't really have the loudest of voices. Unless I'm pissed off, of course. Then I can get pretty loud. In my case, you know, the other time I really, you know, shout is if someone's pissing me off, which is usually if I'm getting frustrated at a game or something like that. But rarely is that, you know, rage directed at someone, you know? We're gonna catch another Wooper because someone wanted a Wooper. But you know, if anyone were to have me shout at them, they know they fucked up because, you know, I don't shout at people. Maybe I'd make for an effective boss then. Nah, I can't imagine that. But you know, in the case of, you know you fucked up when the boss is raising their voice at you. If I battle this guy, scub-dub. I guess not. Are you washing your Pokemon nice and clean? What is that even got on your head? It looks like mold is growing on your head. It's probably like, I don't even know what the hell that's supposed to be. Play rough. You know, I also only recently heard that Sableye actually does have a weakness these days. It's the fairy type. I didn't realize that would be effective. I got washed away. It's because, you know, I skipped Gen 5 and 6, so, you know, I didn't see the gen that introduced the fairy type, so even now, after playing Gen 7 as well, you know, I'm still not super familiar with what is effective with the fairy type. Area 4 of the South Province is a big place. Plenty of room for a thorough Pokemon wash. A little of that fresh feeling goes a long way. Well, it's raining, so, you know, we don't really need to wash them, I guess. What is that in the middle? Is that a Pokemon down there? Pretty sure it is. Oh, it's a Wooper. Ice Slam. I didn't see it. My bad. No. No. Oh, it's just one of those guys again. Just 1 minute. Nope. The hitbox on these things, man. But sometimes you just gotta do things on foot. Well, god damn it. It's still bumped into Pokemon anyway. Yeah, dare you? Oh, Toxel, I have no beef with you. Oh, what's over here? That's just these guys. Oh, no. Man, even with this, you know, god damn. Okay. You're a piranha, so, you know, you're aggressive by nature. And, you know, that may not be something you can really deal with because you're aggressive, so you will naturally attack, but I'm gonna kick your ass because I don't know. You actually actively went out of your way to attack me. You saw that I was trying to get out of the water and you struck. And that man was like, hee 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 hee. But yeah, even with this, you know, double jump kind of thing, it's not really a double jump, it just makes you jump higher. It doesn't really cover as much ground as you think, you know? Oh my god, really? Oh boy. Tell me I should have gone up there instead. Well, now you tell me. Well, actually, they didn't tell me anything. I just kind of went in the general direction of where I need to go and kind of, you know, was winging it from there. Quite literally, in this case. You know, it's like Skyrim. You mark something on the map, you find there's a mountain in the way, and instead of looking for the path that goes around, you climb that damn mountain. Only in this game that doesn't really play out. I mean, granted, it doesn't really play out like that in Skyrim necessarily, but you will stubbornly do so for as long as it takes until you find the right part of the mountain where you can just slightly scale up ever so little each time until either you get across the mountain or you just say, ah, screw it, and, you know, go somewhere else. Begging your pardon. Beg your pardon, could I trouble you for a battle? I am a black belt with crazy eyes. Phalanx just sounds like, you know, phallus, honestly. I mean, it's even got, I mean, look at that shape. But on top of that, it also sounds like it would be a video game title from back in the days. Like, you ever play Phalanx in the arcades? It even looks like something out of an arcade game. That. And when it goes into that, it really does. It just looks like an old video game. Play rough with the Phalanx. Sounds wrong with it. I don't think they really thought that out when the game was. Or maybe I'm the only one somehow that is really, you know, thought it kind of sounds like Phalanx. And with them making a formation like that, it's, you know, not helping there. I'm begging your pardon. That was a terrible pun. I guess in those old-timey shows where people beg someone's pardon, they're usually asking for help or directions or something automatic. You know, can you imagine if they released this game and, you know, on top of all of its bugs and stuff, they also didn't, you know, they completely somehow forgot to add in the map. So you have to navigate around the entire game without a map. And in some ways I can imagine that would probably appeal more to some people. Like, yeah, man, it's like the old days, man. It's like you have to figure this stuff for yourself. It's like you gotta, you know, get used to the map. You know, not the map itself that you look at, but, you know, the actual, you know, world of the game. Because, you know, you don't get the map. You gotta remember all these things yourself. Oh god, you're quite high level. I suppose is all good. Provided I don't one-shot you. Yay. I one-shot you. Sorry. Oh well. We got it to the Pokedex. Yes, we haven't got its full entry because I knocked it out. Ah, not the Capskid outbreak. They've been an outbreak of those guys for years now. They're the common cold of this region. What's that? No, it's a Capskid, of course. They're everywhere. Are you someone I face before? Yeah. Okay, so now we're in old territory. Territory Wait a minute. I just realized something. Doesn't matter. What I realized is I wasn't really paying attention to where I was actually going. So it's like this whole time I could have been going in the wrong direction. But no, we're going in the right direction. Where is the next Pokemon Center anyway? So if we just head in this general direction. 43 minutes, we're still not even at the city yet. Must get to city. Must find all the... Hold that for a bag. Ah, there's a trainer here. I've covered up my weaknesses. This berry is my ace in the hole. It's covered up my weakness. It's only good for one turn. Nice. So much for the weakness. Easy, eh? I feel bad about this one. I mean, wouldn't you be intimidated if you were faced with a bull? That berry did all of the help in the world and how did it? The Chopple Topple berry. the delay in between each bit, you know, like, it's been knocked out, hit once, and then it gets to, I lost, didn't I? The one last weakness I lost. You didn't even hit my weaknesses. You didn't need to, you were 2 open levels. There's some berries that Pokemon can hold to take less damage from a super effective move. Gives you one less thing to worry about for one turn. Oh god. Why did you have to come here? Well, since I have Talonflame now. Talonflame is like, it's basically like, you know, don't attack any of my family. It's like, but that's not your relative at all. It's like, no. It's like my 5th cousin, or something like that. It's like all of them are related in some way. Basically, can't attack. Well, I say that, but you know, Tauros, when they attack in the wild, it's like I have no reluctance in kicking their asses because they're aggressive. But these legends are kind of aggressive as well. So that's point. That wasn't really a point. Where are we? Oh god, I just need to think of that. What's it called? Dragon something 7? Recently came out. Like, yeah, ads for it on YouTube. I've never even played any games in that series. But each time I play, it's like the English voice acting is just so cheesy. Like, where are we now? There's got to be more out there in this world, this island or whatever the hell the island is. What are you? What do you think I am? I'm a Salandis. That one could actually evolve. Yeah. It's like you look at the map. It's like it doesn't really account for, you know, terrain or, you know, cave systems like this. It's misleading. What on earth is this? Wasn't there something like this in one of the towers? There's an ominous black stake driven into the ground. I'll pass. I feel like the other one was like that, wasn't it? It's gotta be like it probably summoned some Pokemon of some sort, but I'm not gonna, you know, do that right now. It's like I will eventually, but you know, that'll probably be saved for after we've done everything else. And then it ends up being like a Pokemon that's like level 20. It's like, oh, well, we're a bit too over leveled now. Is this for you? Are you the one who ordered pizza being lived out? I mean, how did that order go? I'm outside a cave entrance in this region. Hey, could you even do that in real life? It's like you're at some kind of, you know, national park or something like that, and you just ask for a pizza delivered there. It's like, yeah, I'm in the car park. It's like, oh, it's gonna be weird. I'm gonna have to ask around when I get there. And then, you know, everyone will be like, has anyone ordered pizza? Yeah, that was me. But then once they're like, okay, the payment is like, ah, shit, I thought they did it digitally. I thought I could get a free pizza. Just to pass by, huh? He's been out here for days, that pizza has rotted away. I should have listened better when they told me where to deliver this pizza. The ankle biter. I'll leave you be.